And we are back. So, yes, I am wearing a headband. Yes, I know it doesn't look great on me. Did I drink G Fuel before this? Yes. Was that a good idea on a Friday evening because it has caffeine? No. Anyways, so I think the first thing to note is that I'm using a different setup. A different camera setup mainly. I have an old webcam that I used to use, but I think with my current setup and I think with my laptop it's kind of buggy, so I didn't think about using it, but just looking around the house I found a old tripod which is kind of small. I had a flimsy one before which is kind of like smaller than the one I'm using right now, but this one looked really nice, so I'm like, hey, why not bust out the old webcam again? Much better than my laptop webcam. Moving on to the match, at least, we were facing RSSP and the Rampaging Rufflets. So RSSP is a returning coach from season 1. And I remember that he had a Veil last week, and last season. That was a fun match for me, at least, because there was a freeze in there that kind of changed everything. Yeah, so this time around, by the way, if you didn't see last week's video of against Mono, we won 3-0, I think. So that was a nice win, first win under our belt. And now we're facing a team that I can only call the counter team. As I said, it was Friday night. Planning this match throughout the week, I feel like there was nothing I can do against RSSP's team. I don't know what his record is right now. I think it's 2-0. So kind of reminiscent of last season, trying to beat a 2-0 team. But his team, I feel like counters my team at every corner. And I guess I'll go into that while talking about the team builder. Which, I should really. This is my second take on this, so this is at the end, but we'll start here. Just to go over RSSP's team, he has Celesteela, Zeraora, Swampert, Haxorus, Cryogonal, Aromatisse, Charizard, Skuntank, Shedinja, Ferroseed, Magnemite. Celesteela, great defensive wall. Heavy Slam, Leech Seed, all that. Zeraora, very fast, versatile mon, can run physical or special, which is something I kind of have to really prepare for. Can run mixed as well, which is probably what I am expecting him to bring. Swampert is one of the 2 rockers on RSSP's team, I think, and I think it's the one he's going to bring. Very good mon, gets flip turn now, which is really nice, but still doesn't get recovery. Haxorus, always a scary mon to face just because it has a monster attack and it has Sword Dance, so it just kind of goes through everything, which is really scary. Cryogonal, actually, one thing to note, just something that came into mind, I don't know if Haxorus's Mold Breaker goes through Triage. That might be very scary. That might kind of destroy my whole team, but I'll have to go through with it. Cryogonal is a very interesting mon. I remember in Gen 5, just because that was the gen it was released, but now I don't know how it's doing. Rapid Spin gets heavy duty boost this generation, which is nice, but still only has Ice type attacks really, and is Ice type itself. So a very bad defensive type. Aromatisse, Wisher, which is really nice for RSSP's team. Looking at it, like the aforementioned Cryogonal, Swampert, Celesteela, all of them have really good recovery. Like Celesteela has Leech Seed, but the other 2 don't have really anything, especially if Cryogonal's trying to run heavy duty boots and doesn't get leftovers. Having Aromatisse to Wish pass to them is really nice. Zard is a mon I wanted in the round RSSP picked Zard up. It was the mon I was looking at the time. And just because, even though it has to basically run heavy duty boost this generation, I still think it's a very good versatile mon and has a lot of versatile moves. So I kind of wanted Zard, so it's going to be a very scary mon to face. Skuntank is I really like Skuntank. It gets Sucker Punch, it gets Defog, Poison Jab, gets Dark Pulse, I think. Nasty Plot, Flamethrower is a really nice tech option for it because it kind of beats Ferrothorn that way. So a pretty cool mon. It gets Aftermath as well, so if you kind of kill it, it takes away like a quarter of your HP, which you have to be, I guess, kind of wary of. Shedinja is Shedinja, 1 HP mon, but I have some counters to it. Ferroseed is basically a younger. It is the little Ferrothorn, so what we use in Ferrothorn, you can kind of see in Ferroseed. It's kind of like in week 1 where we faced Golden and he had Clefairy, and I think I explained it as Clefairy is basically like just a less offensive Clefable, just because with the Violite. It's the same thing with Ferroseed, I feel. And finally, Magnemite. Magnemite, I'm not sure why RSSP brought this. Maybe I'm underestimating its special attack stat, but I feel like just because it was Magnapole, it's not going to beat that much on my team, especially Ferrothorn. I don't know if it's going to beat Ferrothorn. It might be Kling Klang, but yeah. Anyways, I guess what do I expect RSSP to bring? Everything's at the bottom three, so that's kind of what I'm kind of preparing for. I don't think Shedinja's coming. I don't think Pharisee's coming. I don't think Magnemite's coming. So Pharisee was his other rocker, so I think Swapper's coming for sure. Like if I had to pick 6 for RSSP to bring, I think it's Celesteela, Zero Aura, Swampert, Haxorus, Aromatisse, and then one of Cryogonal, Zard, or Skuntank. Because those last 3 are his main hazard removers. Cryogonal gets Rabbit Spin, and I didn't mention, but Zard and Skuntank both have Defog. Aromatisse is probably coming because I have 2 dragons on my team, and it's a very good Wish Passer. And then the first 4 should be almost self-explanatory. I'll be surprised if he doesn't bring one of them. Like Haxorus probably doesn't. Haxorus kind of runs through my team if I'm not careful. Swampert's a nice, well, kind of is his rocker, and then Zera Aura is really good, and then Celesteela. Anyways, let's move on to our team for this week. We're bringing Quag. Quag's our first Mon, and I feel a burp coming, but it'll come when it does. Quag kind of walls Celesteela well, walls Haxorus well. Excuse me. But yeah, I said it'll come when it comes. Walls Haxorus kind of walls Skuntank a bit, I feel, but who knows. But yeah, it's mainly there for Celesteela and Haxorus. That's why I'm running physical defense, because Air Slash doesn't really do that much to me. Second one, sorry. But yeah, it does well against Zero Aura, but I have to be wary of Zero Aura running Grass Knot, and I think that's a move he kind of has to run because I have Quagsire. So that's something I guess that's nice to know, is that I don't have to really guess. Well, I guess I am guessing, but I am expecting Grass Knot to be ran on Zero Aura. Does that mean Zero Aura is going to be special? Not exactly, because even like Zero special attack invested Grass Knot will do a lot to Quagsire. I think last week he RSP ran Zard with Solar Beam and Sunny Day, which is really cool. Could that set come again? Maybe. So we'll see. Also, I think I forgot to mention, usually so when I look straight into my laptop, I can move my light around, but because this is on a tripod, it's hard to get my light behind the camera. So right now my light's there, and my camera's here. So it's kind of like a perpendicular angle for the two of them. So that's why you're kind of seeing half my face light and half my face dark, which kind of sucks. I'm going to have to play around with my setup a bit, I feel. Anyways, I think I mentioned everything. Yawn is there mainly for if he tries to set up against me, or even Celesteela. If I can get Celesteela, if Celesteela tries to lead seed, I can kind of yawn and then force it out so it can't protect. So that's one thing. Scald is basically the move I'm going to run. Earth Power doesn't hit flying types, and Recover. Protect is mainly there just to scout for like those grass knots. Maybe Zard using Solar Beam, I can stall its Sun turns, and so on. Next one, Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn didn't come last week, but I believe I didn't bring Ferrothorn last week, and we're bringing Ferrothorn this week. I think this is going to be my rocker to go to, because against his other rockers, I do well one-on-one against them. So Swampert, pretty obvious. And then Ferroseed, I don't believe gets Body Press, which is something Ferrothorn has, and which is what I'm running. I don't think the main reason I'm running Body Press is for Ferroseed, but it's a nice addition to have against it, because it can't really do much against me except knockoff. And me drinking a lot of water, I realized, I think, talking so much, I had to drink water more often, which kind of sucks, but it's also, I like to be meticulous in this team building process. So, yeah, just more talking equals more water, and that's just something I live with. Body Press is mainly for Cryogonal. That's the thing I was worried about. And I guess Celesteela, because I don't have a move to really hit Celesteela. So, like, knockoff will get rid of its leftover, which is nice, but everything else doesn't hit it. Body Press hits Cryogonal, doesn't hit Zard, but what can I really do? Like, I can't hit Zard as well, especially with knockoff. Like, getting rid of heavy duty boots would be nice, but everything else it beats me one-on-one easily. So Rocker, as I said, Protect is there just because I'll explain a bit more of my main game plan moving forward with this game with the next one. But yeah, Protect is there just because I also have Leech Seed, because I can Leech Seed Celesteela on the Switch end. It can't Leech Seed me on the Switch end, so that's really nice. I can Leech Seed everything else on his team except the Ferroseed, and that really doesn't care. Like, I can Body Press it, so there's that. Will I be leading with this Mon? I'm not sure, just because I think I'll explain that also further down the line. Max Defense, just because Zero Aura, if this is special Zero Aura, Ferrothorn should still be able to beat it, and also Nidoking will beat it. I guess I'll explain this more with Nidoking, but Nidoking's actually a very good counter to Zero Aura, which is pretty surprising. But yeah, physical defense mainly for the Haxorus. I can protect to stall maybe outrage turns or something, or get Leech Seed off. Protect's just going to be really nice, and the physical defense is going to be really nice as well. Nidoking. So this is kind of where my strategy comes in. You're going to see on its moveset, it has Earth Power, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Toxic Spikes. So that's my main game plan for this game. Set it down at least one layer of Toxic Spikes, get most Mons poisoned, not a lot of Mons, because I think Heavy Duty Boots will not make Cryogonal poison. But stuff like Zero Aura, if it's Heavy Duty Boots, it's not the end of the world. Swampert, probably run leftover, so that's going to be Toxic. Haxorus probably going to be poisoned as well. I say Toxic, but I do mean poison, because I feel like getting a Toxic off on something like Haxorus is worse than getting a poison off. Because I think that continual, 12% is better. But who knows, I might put up 2 layers. Doesn't hit stuff like Celesteela or Charizard, but that's why I have Thunderbolt. Yeah, and then Earth Power is mainly for Zero Aura. Hit Skunk Tank as well, which can absorb Toxic Spice, but it's not the end of the world as well, just because I don't think it can really beat Nidoking one-on-one. And yeah, Speed is there to outspeed Adamant Haxorus, I think, and then rest in the special attack. I can't really go for Modest, even though that'd be kind of cool. I also thought running Black Sludge for a bit of passive recovery if I want to set up Toxic Spikes over and over, kind of, but I think this is good, and it kind of beats his Defogger in Zard. It could beat Skunk Tank. It could beat Cryogonal with Flamethrower. I could run something like Ice Beam. I think I talked about this in the last week's video against Hydreigon, because I didn't run a move to hit Hydreigon. Of course I won, but I think it would have been smarter to run Ice Beam. I could run Ice Beam this week, maybe, but I feel like the other 3 moves are more important. Swapping out it for Earth Power, I don't hit Zero Aura as hard, which is going to be difficult. And the Nidoking versus Zero Aura match is pretty interesting, because it can only hit me with knockoff really, but I don't think it OHKOs me, and I can hit it with Earth Power. If it's special, it really can't hit me. It can only Grass Knot me. So there's kind of a duality I can face. If it's special, goes for Grass Knot and stuff, I can kind of wall it with Ferrothorn and Nidoking. Nidoking also fighting type. If Zero Aura runs Drain Punch for close combat, Nidoking is resistant, so that really helps. So actually, Nidoking is actually really good in this matchup against Zero Aura in a very interesting way. I mentioned Thunderbolt. Of course, I don't want to heal up Zero Aura, which is Voltage Sword, which I do have to keep in mind. Flamethrower is mainly for Cryogonal, because I can run Sludge Wave, but it doesn't hit Celesteela, and there's a lot of stuff. So I think Flamethrower is good to hit that Cryogonal hard on the switch in if I do get the chance, because it is faster than me, so I have to be careful of that. Next up, we're running Choice Specs Comfey, but it's not going to be specs for long. So the main idea of this set is to get rid of those Choice Specs as soon as I can. I think if I give Celesteela specs, it's going to be so easy to deal with. Zero Aura getting specs might be scary. If it's Calm Mind version, giving me the Swampert, it's perfectly fine. Giving the Haxorus is great, because I can run Protect on Ferrothorn and Quag, so I can kind of see what a wall locks into. Cryogonal getting it would be fine. Aromatase getting it would be fine. Zard getting it might be a bit scary, but who knows? And yeah, so Draining Kiss is mainly there for recovery, HP recovery, and mainly to deal with Haxorus if it gets out of control, because I do have Triage, and again, I said I don't know if Moldbreaker breaks Triage, but if it doesn't, Draining Kiss goes first, no matter what. U-Turn's there for momentum, because I feel like I need it, and Defog. Defog, I thought this was the better Defogger for this week. I don't expect myself to Defog too hard, just because I'm going to be setting up Toxic Spikes. But I think compared to Latias, which I'm also bringing, it's a better decision to defog with Comfey. I think that's it. I don't have much to say. I'm running bulk over speed, because I don't think I really need the speed. Slower U-turn would be nice against four things like Pangoro, but even then 236 speed, Swampert's gonna have a slower flip turn. Zero Aura will have a slower Volt Switch, but that's pretty much it. Latias. So we're running Choice Scarf Latias, which is pretty interesting, because I think this is the fastest mon on my team. So we're running a Scarf on this, but I think this is a way for me to beat other Scarfers, because Haxorus could realistically be Scarfed. They're very good chancer. It's a really good set for Haxorus. So if Haxorus is Scarfed and I'm Scarfed, I go faster. This would be really nice, especially for Zero Aura as well, if I'm fast, because I'll be faster than it, so I can get a really good hit off. Otherwise, I'm just spamming Draco Meteor. Mystical Fire is there for Celesteela, mainly, just because I could run Thunderbolt to hit Zard as well, but Zard also gets hit by Draco Meteor, and if I run Thunderbolt and I Thunderbolt into Zero Aura, it's bad news. I can also trick away this Choice Scarf, maybe against Celesteela, maybe against Zero Aura. I initially felt against the Scarf, against Trick, sorry, just because when I make the team, I set speed tiers in a way so like, hey, if this is running max speed, I know I'll outspeed it, but if I give it speed by giving it a Choice Scarf, that kind of ruins my plans. So I'm usually like in my initial thought process, I'm usually against it, but I feel like it's nice to hampers RSSP's team by giving it choice items with Confei and Latias. Sorry, my throat's going out. Ugh. And final move on Latias, Healing Wish. So kind of feeding into the Toxic Spike strategy. It's kind of stalling, but I don't want to call it stall because I'm not going full on stall with this. But if like I get a T spike down and let's say like Zero Aura is in, it's poisoned, it's gonna continually lose health, and let's say like I'm walling it with Ferrothorn and walling it with Quagsire, I can bring in Latios, Healing Wish up, and bring those mons in to be a wall again. Or and I can do it quickly with Choice Scarf. That's the main thing. I'm trying to remember what else. So Latios can either be a final like late game support by healing wish up, healing wishing, using healing wish to support another mon, bring them up to full health, or I can kind of sweep with Choice Scarf Latios, which should be the fastest thing, unless he runs Choice Scarf Zero Aura or Scale Shot or +2 Dragon Dance Haxorus. Speed EVs is mainly to outspeed Cryogonal if I trick away this Choice Scarf. Final Mon. Okay, I'm doing a bit slower than my first take, but whatever. So I didn't know what to run really, but I'm running Pangoro just because I feel like running Chople Pangoro is a nice way to kind of catch some Mons by surprise. It's a nice lure for stuff like Zero Aura and Haxorus. One note is Haxorus, sorry, not Haxorus. Zero Aura gets Play Rough. It seems decent against my team just because Latios gets hit by it, Altaria gets hit by it, Pangoro gets hit by it, but also fighting types plus fighting type move plus knockoff hits my steel types, hits Latios. So I think Play Rough probably won't be ran because Zero Aura is going to have to fit in only 4 moves. So I can run Grass Knot, maybe Plasma Fist, Drain Punch, Knockoff. So if it runs Drain Punch, I can live a hit, go for close combat, and probably kill a Bullet Punch. That's kind of like the thought process behind Pangoro. Also with Haxorus, it can run a close combat now. So if it goes for close combat, I should live, and then it gets -1 defense, and then I'll go for close combat and hopefully kill it. Bullet Punch is there mainly for priority. Can help against Aromatisse as well. Knockoff is my main moon against Charizard and Swampert, I think, and then Drain Punch helps against Cryogonal. I'm running a very slow Pangoro. One thing that I realized is that Pangoro speed tier is basically at the bottom. Like I don't really need to outspeed anything else. The only thing that I'm outspeeding with the 28 speed EVs is 0 speed Celesteela, which also outspeeds 0 speed Swampert. I can try to outspeed them, like going for max speed and stuff, but it doesn't really hit anything else. So I just thought if those two monsters are defensive, they'll run 0 speed EVs. If RSSP like speed creeps that, perfect, great play. But I just thought, yeah, let's just outspeed what I think will be the minimum. So outspeeding like Celesteela, I can get like a knockoff Drain Punch off quicker. And yeah, that's why there's a lot more into HP, just because it's like where else am I going to put it? It doesn't feel like it's necessary in speed. And the HP, like there's 12 defense EVs because I think I was messing around with Stealth Rock damage. I think it's 1/16 of your health. So I think with 385 you hit 16 like n plus 1, however the calculation is. Like I just thought like, oh, let me show the few people who watch this like, oh, I can do Stealth Rock calcs. So yeah. That is the team. So what am I not bringing this week? Just to go over it. Ninjas didn't feel that great, just because Charizard kind of beats it. Zero Aura, even if I'm faster, I don't really hit it that hard. Celesteela pretty much walls it. It's probably one of my best answers to Shedinja, but I feel like I do have ways around it, like knockoff. T-Spike shouldn't, but I have Flamethrower. I have Leech Seed should work against it, I believe. So yeah, I do have ways against Shedinja. Kling Kling, I actually thought about bringing for a sec, because gear grind, shift gear, like setup set would be nice, but I don't think it hits Swampert that well, and I feel like that's one of the mons that is definitely coming, so it's kind of hard to justify bringing in Kling Lang. I need more water. I'm like, my throat's getting dry, and I'm gonna sound really hoarse and blah blah blah. Ooh. Probably the most surprising omission here is Heliolisk, because I've complained about Zard, because I think that's one of the bigger threats. Celesteela is always a big threat, so why not bring in my electric type? My main worry is that Zero Aura, and Zero Aura basically walls Heliolisk, because it's faster, it can go for Plasma Fists, which hits on my lower defensive side, and that makes all electric type moves, normal type moves electric, which means my Hyper Voice, the move I'd probably go for, doesn't hit Zero Aura, and none of my moves will. And that's the main problem I have. Like, am I willing to have Heliolisk, which can, Thunderbolt Celesteela, it can Grass Knot Swampert, it can Focus Blast Cragnole, it can Thunderbolt Zard, it can, I don't know what else, it can Dark Pulse Shedinja. Like, there's so many things Heliolisk can do, but it's basically dead weight against Zero Aura, and that's probably the one of the top two mons he's gonna bring. It's kind of like, is it worth it? And this week I'm deciding no, it's not worth it. So that's probably the most surprising omission, in my opinion. Altaria, I think one thing to pick over Laudia, why Laudius is coming over Altaria is the speed, and also it's not quad weak to ice, which is something like if Cragonal comes, it's gonna be dangerous. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's basically it for Altaria. Like, I didn't really think about it that much. I'm like, if I have to bring a dragon, it's going to be Latios. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to bring a dragon at all, actually, at one point. Just because Celesteela walls it, Zero Aura is faster than both of mine, and can kind of really hit it. Aromatisse is a really good wall. Cragonal kind of hits it. So it's kind of like, did I really want to bring a dragon? But I decided to bring Latios in the end. And finally, Frostlass. Frostlass, again, I feel like not that great this week. It can do well with its ghost typing, but Zero Aura knockoff, which I feel like is going to come, it doesn't really Oko Haxorus, I believe. Celesteela basically kills it with Flick. It can hit Shedinja, but Shedinja also has Shadow Sneak, and I don't know how well I deal with that. And I think that's it. Loses the Skunk Tank as well. But yeah, that's what we're running this week. So will I win? Probably not, because I feel like this team really counters it, as I said in the morning, as I said initially in the video. At the start of the video, that's what I meant. But yeah, I don't know when I'm playing. Probably over the weekend because now it's like Friday evening, so it's kind of like, when will I play? Maybe at night, but who knows? That's it. See you all in the live battle. Now, welcome to the live battle. Hopefully, my keyboard and mouse aren't too loud this time around. But I should first say Happy Valentine's Day to those, I guess, who are in relationships. My hair is also terrible, but yeah. Um, my only hope right now against RSSP. So if you guys skipped the team builder, I said this seems like seems like a great counter team to what I have. He said he only really made his team today, I think, or today or um. Actually, wait. Let me change my avatar because I'm still a swimmer. Uh, we're doing this live. I'm not gonna cut this. So RSSP is a youngster. Maybe I should be a youngster. I did that last time with like people like Will. I just kind of mirrored their avatar once I got more into the season. I might do that. Let's see. Gen 3 youngster. It's the command. I like the Ruby Sapphire one. They're cool. It's like avatar. I don't know if this is showing. No. Oh, it's kind of showing. I should move my OBS. Give me a sec. Okay, that's better. So now this feels more normal a bit. That should work, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Now we'll challenge our SSP. Yeah. Galarian Index Draft. And we are week 3. Let me just make sure this is the team. I believe this is the team. So, yeah. That challenge. Hope everyone who celebrated Valentine's Day had a great day, even if you're single or in a relationship, no matter what. It's just another day for you if you're single, and it's not the end of the world. It's not like it shouldn't be a day where you feel obligated or feel like you have to have a date where you have to be together. No, you can spend it alone. That's totally fine. Like, well, for me personally, I kind of spent it, kind of celebrated it, I guess is the word, yesterday with my girlfriend. So there's that. Also, I guess, I don't know, as long as I wait for our SSP. I'm drinking out of water bottles right now, so nice story. I have a broken mini fridge in my room. So broken as in there's a freezer component to it, and it gathers ice, I guess, because it's so cold, and I can't change the controller knob. Oh, says I'm in the battle. I should check. Showed up. Yep. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of what I expected him to bring. I think. Because I have to remember, there is sometimes when you have when I'm because I'm looking at OBS on this screen, which you can't see, but when I look at OBS, if I'm not in the if I'm not in the window actively, it's frozen, so I don't see it. So if I click on OBS right now, the screen on OBS will pause. Anyways, trying to see what I should do. So I said I'd lead either Ferrothorn or Comfey, and I think trying to think of what I want to do. Needleking's not a bad choice, just because I can hit everything's kind of Swampert. But to deal with Swampert, I think I go Comfey. I'm trying to think. Is tricking Swampert a good plan? Like, yeah, maybe I get rid of leftovers, but giving it a choice specs is not as hampering as giving like Celesteela's choice specs. I'll start with Comfey. We'll see what happens. Swampert or Zeraora, that's fine as well. Kind of want to pull up a calc already, which is not the greatest thing in the world, but it's better to calc than not calc, I guess. If this is physical, it KOs me, but I do okay damage to it, especially a +1. Because I do kind of want to trick because I feel like he might volt. He volts into what? Celesteela? What's worst case? Goes into Cryogonal. Even Cryogonal's not terrible. Turn 1 trick, especially if he might be special. If he's special, giving him a choice specs is kind of terrible. He might just knock. That's also a thing. I think my safe play is to go Pharaoh, but even then, I'm kind of hesitant on going Pharaoh. I really want to trick turn 1, but if this is yeah, I'll go Pharaoh. I think that's the safest play for me. Yeah, knock. So I get Iron Barb's damage. He's probably something like bulk up at worst. If he's bulk up, what do I do? I think I have to leech first. Just in case he's bulk up. If he's like Drain Punch or Close Combat shouldn't kill me. Yeah, 40. So he takes more damage. Zard, that's perfect for me. Because he probably thought I was going for rocks. So now it's kind of like, what do I want to do? I can protect. I can go into Latios. Latios is not a bad option here. I actually like the Latios play a lot. Especially because even now, maybe... Especially after Iron Barbs. Okay, no, never mind. I need 2 Iron Barbs, basically. But he's switching out into what? Probably... Or he's going for Flamethrower, but... If he was switching out, he might go into Celestia, he might go into Zeraora again. So I think Latios is a perfectly fine play. Yeah, he goes for Flamethrower. That's perfectly fine. Especially because I get health. And it's kind of like, what's his best option for me? Probably Cryogonal, right? I do want a Draco, but I feel like if he goes Celesteela on my Draco, because he doesn't have Aromatisse, that's actually just something that I'm surprised didn't come. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I said I expected only one of Zard, Cryo and Skunk Tank to come. And of course, because it's me, I am freezing right now, or I feel like I'm shivering, but I'm showing I'm not shivering. So his play, because I can easily go for Draco or T-Bolt, his play is to go Zera. So I'm going to Trick. Celesteela, perfect. Lefties. Okay. So now I can kind of see what he goes for. Because this hampers any Celesteela set, unless it was like Banded. Check Discord quickly. Okay. I kind of want to click Mystical Fire, but it's kind of like what is his play necessarily? Stay in and like go for Heavy Slam and stuff. Because if he goes for Flamethrower and I go Pharaoh, that's a terrible move on my end. I might be going Quag. Is Quag? It's like what comes in on Quag. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's go Quag. If he goes for Leech Seed, it's not the end of the world. Yep, Heavy Slam. I didn't want Latias to take that Heavy Slam because I just didn't know what kind of set this could be. Yeah, because even 0 attack, I take 42%, and that's not fun. Heavy Slam 11.9? Huh? And something's off here. No, I took 13, that's fine. So I can go for Scald freely, and I think that's what I'm going to do, because it's kind of like what comes in. Or I think a cool play would be to go Pharaoh. Because he's never going Zard here, right? He's probably going Cryo or Swamp Root. And if you go Swamp Root, I get my rocks up as well. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Yawn. Because I think no matter what, if you go Zera or Swampert, it's fine. Okay, he just clicks it again. That's fine. Because then I could Scald for free. He goes Cryo. That's perfectly fine. 15%. I get lefties. I kind of want to Protect here, but it might be good to preserve that Protect. Because your opponent not knowing you have Protect is pretty nice, but it's just kind of like, when do you reveal it? Do you reveal it too late? Do you reveal it too early and stuff? Because he's going for Freeze Dry, right? That's like his only option almost. That, or is it going like Zera? I think Protect's not a terrible play. But then it's Protect just gives me HP, right? And then what else would I need to Protect on, necessarily? Zard, maybe? Swampert doesn't do... Yeah, Protect's fine here. Oh, he goes Zard. Okay, that's perfectly fine. He probably thought I was going Pharaoh. This means... does Zard get Grass Knot? I'm gonna look this up right now. Smogon Charizard. He used Solar Power Sunny Day last time. Solar Beam... I don't see any of the Grass type moves. If he gets... Okay, no. He only gets Solar Beam. So that's good for me, because then he's either going for Sunny Day, or he's going for Dragon Pulse. I can Yawn. Yeah, because he's going to switch out again. And I Scald. It's kind of like, kind of a repeat pattern. If I get the burn on this, that's great. Nope, no burn. I can Protect, but he most likely has Freeze Dry. It's kind of like, what do I do to deal with this? I think it's Comfey. Comfey's the play. Yeah. Wow, 33 stuff. And I get frozen. It's all good. So that's pretty bad. What does he go... Okay, what's his play? I can go Pharaoh, but then it's kind of like, if he goes something like his best play is going Zard. Oh, Flash Cannon. That's pretty interesting. I either Leech, because I don't think Cryogonal gets any more moves. hope you don't hear that dog barking in the background as well. I can go for body press, that's always a play, or lead sheet's a very good play. Because I kind of get up to full because I don't have a... That's perfect. Because I do have protect on this. I really hope you don't hear that dog. You might. Waiting for a dog to bark while I don't speak so I can see if like my mic changes. Is he expecting protect? If he expects protect, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So I can go... I want to go Comfey here. Yeah. Because if he flamethrowers, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I should thaw. Yeah. I would love to trick, but I'm not max speed. That's the main thing. I think I go Latios. And then I Draco. How much does Draco do with Charizard? This might not be like a max special attack. I'm gonna try no, but this might not. This might be a defensive Zard. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to get at. Flamethrower, no. Max special attack does 17.6. So this might be like just heavy duty boots, maybe like 4 attacks kind of deal. Draco does 72 min. Yeah, well Draco. He goes Celestial, that's fine. So I know that's his move from now on. Because I get lefties, I go Quag 100% of the time. Oh. That's a bit of a shame. I think I Scald. If I get the burn on this, it's perfect. Oh no! I think I Scald again. How much does Scald do? 16%, so I do more than Leech Seed. Yeah. This is fine to me because... What does he go into? Cryo, maybe? If he goes Cryo, I'm okay going for Pharaoh. Because he either Leech Seeds again or he has to switch. And he's like, what do I switch into, I guess? Do I live +1? I don't know. +1 close combat from... I'm just trying to think, do I want this to go down right away, or do I want to... what was I trying to think? Haxorus. Swords Dance. Close combat +1 in Chopple. 25% chance to Oko. Body press should kill this, because Cryogonal doesn't have good defense. Yeah. Ferrothorn. Yeah, 92. I Oko this. Freeze Dry does 18. So I can go for... I kind of want to go for Leech Seed, because I feel like I can go Zard. But if you go Zard, what's my play? Quag? I'll go for Rocks. He goes for Freeze Dry. If I get... Is he Specs? That looks Specs. He might be Specs. No, he's max special attack. 23, right? Yeah, that's fine. I can body press. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna say. Oh, this has defog. Why do I think... So Zard doesn't have defog. That's something good to know. So that's probably 4 attacks, like Flamethrower, Scorching Sands, Dragon Pulse maybe. This is okay because if this is Swords Dance, it's a bit of a problem. But if it is, I might just lose. So I think I go this. He went for a credit. Is that banded? That actually might be banded. That actually might be really helpful to know. Axorus, 1 force stance. Close combat, not life orb. Or it's scarf. If it's scarf, that helps. 48.2. Oh, that's Ferrothorn. Pangoro. 58. It's not banded. I kind of want to go for knock or 2 BPs. I think 2 BPs might be better. Yeah. Because if he stays in and like Swords Dance or Dragon Dance is up, yeah, that's fine. He might be Scarf. So then this is my opportunity to go. Is that Scarf damage? Adamant Scarf maybe? I just want to see that damage. 8.4. That's max roll on Adamant Scarf. Or not, like Adamant, not +1. It's +1, or like Choice Band, in a sense. Yeah, Choice Band would do much more. That's the thing. So I'm assuming this is Scarf. So then it's kind of like, what do I go into? Quag is fine, I think. Close combat, mold breaker, not choice banded. Yeah, 37, so I don't die. Scald. I think Scald's always my play. Especially because I might be able to tweak KO Sella. Yeah, I do 16. But actually after burn, I'll be able to 2-hit KO, but it gets Leech Seed off, probably. Yeah, so he has to pick a good target for Scald now, because he probably doesn't want this to get burned, depending on seeing how like he's keeping it around, and then Zera probably doesn't want to get burned either. Unless it's not running... I kind of need King healthy for Zera. That's my deal. And the hard part might be if Swampert's toxic. That's going to be the roughest part. Yeah, Swampert comes in. Do I burn this? No. I want to say he's toxic. Like, I feel like that's why you bring this in. If he gets up rocks, that's okay for me. If he's like sub, that's fine too, because I get the chip damage. Getting my leftovers knocked off sucks because I can't protect like stealth like a Zard. But this is fine. So he kind of knows, like, I don't know how big RSSP is reading into this, but he can know that I'm scared of the Quag. Sorry, the Quag is scared of the Swampert. I can use the protect to see what he's going for. I technically live. So it's kind of like, what do I need this for? I guess that's the question. 53.4 to 63. So max roll Adamant Scarf, if I'm reading this right. Would kill. Yep. It does 220. 62.5. So max roll kills. How much does this do to Lottie? Sorry, wrong side. If he's not Scarf, this is a great play, but I feel like he's Scarf. Yeah, Draco should kill this. So what does he expect me to go into? Lottie or Quag? I guess Quag's the better option here. Just in case, yeah. I can yawn. Ooh. Especially because he goes through unaware. This is perfect for me. And he's asleep. And I get recovery. Wow. You sneaky little... kid. I think I go Pharaoh, just in case this tries to wake up. Ah, I'm stupid. Body press is a better option. Should go for a CC. Yeah. That was a bad play on my part. I should have gone Lottie right away. I go this. I should be able to take it out. Unless it's like healthy. Yeah, no, I always take this out. I think he might calc this as well. And he should see that I take this out. Yeah. Oh, I might take this out, which actually helps me out. Is that max HP? That's cool. I take this out? Yeah, 14.6 is min on... Oh no, that's max special attack. 14.5 is... I should still kill. Actually, I'm going to calc this properly, I think. Defensive... It's not max special defense. That's something that makes... So 12... If I'm doing 14, this should kill. Wait. Am I thinking things wrong? Why did that go first? I'm an idiot. This match just got 100% harder. So this isn't Scarf. That's good to know. Which means I wish I didn't take away my Scarf. I think I let this die. And I have to rely on Quag yawning. Yeah. Plasma Fist is fine. I die. I would like the T-Spike here, honestly. How much does this do to me again? Zero or special. There's probably physical pivot. 39.46 at worst. Earth Power should still kill this in 1 if I get there, but a T-Spike up helps me against Swampert. He's probably going for Scorching Sands. But I think I still have to go Quag. Yeah, that's what he predicted, the Lottie, which is a good play on his part, but I guess I read it. Scald. That's always my play. I forgot the ability on Comfey. That's terrible. That's why I had to let this go. That literally... I should have seen that. That's stupid on my end. I changed this guy's ability. I didn't have to change anyone else's, I think. I think everyone else has the right ability. Iron Fist, yeah. Sheer Force. This is Flower Bell. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. He might stay in here, try to just... try and kill me. So it's kind of like he lets this die. Tries to weaken Quag in a sense. This might be Scarfed. Which would be a smart play, just... My Latios being at near full helps me a lot. Okay, he does go into Zera, which helps me because I can protect and kind of see what he goes for. Bulk up? Grass knot. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Now I have a decision to make. Because do I want to throw away the... Okay, does Nidoking kill... I need Nidoking for Zard. And this. Do I throw this away? No, this kind of beats everything. Actually, let me check Zard's... This is... I'm so mad that I missed... Okay, Zard doesn't kill Nidoking. That's good to know. Swampert will. Quag would beat... So then, like, yeah, is my play to sack Lottie? Because that's what it's feeling like, which isn't nice. I live knockoff into like knockoff, maybe live Scorching Sands. That's kind of how this goes. I might live Dragon Pulse, but if he locks into... So here's the deal. Zard locks into Dragon Pulse, right? he needs to. I think he has to lock into. Yeah, he has to lock into Scorching Sands to kill Nidoking. So I think this is my play most of the time, unless he switches out. Earth Power still should kill. So he has to try and kill me. Yeah, he has to try and kill me here. And if he does lock in, I protect on. I can kind of wall it out with. I can't let this set up, so I have to go for Earth Power. If he goes for Outrage, that's fine. Oh. Huh? I'm faster than Admin. Oh! I totally forgot. I'm faster than Admin. That's exactly what this threat was for. Oh my goodness, Nidoking. Am I sweating through my sweater? That's one thing I'm really worried about. Because what ends up happening. Oh, I am a bit shit. What ends up happening sometimes is that like. Okay, see this coming in. He flip turns. There's no way he's not flip turning here, right? He flip turns into Zera, let's say. That's fine with me. Actually, flip turning into anything is fine with me. Is Quag the better choice, or because I'm assuming this is Scarf now. I'm 100% assuming this is Scarf, so I need this at much HP as I can, because Thunderbolt will kill. I think I flip turn. He flip turns. If he goes Zard, I protect. If he goes Zera, or I protect. And then I sack Lottie. I think that's my play. This is tighter than it needs to be. Yeah, because he gets poisoned. I protect. I have to protect. He grass nuts. I need this. I was about to say, can I sack this? But no, I have to keep this for. I go Lottie. I sack Lottie here. Grass nuts. That might be game. I can Healing Wish. That might be not a bad play. Draco kills? It might. I think this was a calc I did beforehand, and I think it does kill. Not max HP. And I'm faster, so... But I assume he's Scarfed, so yeah. If he goes for Dragon Pulse, I can go Nidoking. Dragon Pulse doesn't even kill me. Yikes. I Draco twice. Yeah, he's Scarf. And I get High Roll. So now it should be... What Draco again? I don't know what I'm doing here now. Swampert, Stealth Rock, Latios, -2. Yeah, I think I just go Quag and just kind of wall this. Okay, his only move's Flip Turn. That's fine. Recover. Oh, he has Earthquake. Okay, that makes sense. I Scald. Yeah, he goes for rocks and stuff. Yada yada yada. I continually Scald. Whew. Oh my god. Okay, that's even smart on his end. I won't bore you too much with the game. 3-0 victory. It was much closer. he ran counter. Is that what I'm getting from this? But yeah, so I don't want to bore this too much. That was a very scary game. We actually go 2-1, so that's a nice feeling. It's kind of reminiscent to last season because I think we won week 1, lost week 1, and lost week 2, and then won week 3. So yeah, just to not bore everyone with this little banter, that's all for this video. 30 minutes is not terrible, so yeah, this will try and go up tomorrow because I have a free day. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next battle.